Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again from hot and humid sunny Southern California. Today I'm going to make pineapple juice from 2 ripe pineapples. Let me show you the next step. Now the first step, of course, is to cut off the top and the bottom after you wash your pineapples, because you can get a lot of dirt and God knows what inside those nooks and crannies. So we'll cut the top and bottom off, and then we're going to peel the sides before we make juice. So we'll peel the sides off. Now you could press your juice with the skin on, but there's so many nooks and crannies. I like to peel it. I don't want to risk getting anything in there that was missed in washing. Now the first thing I'll do before I slice this into 1-inch slabs is throw away this skin. Next we'll cut this into thirds because it's a small pineapple, so we'll cut it into about 1 1/4 inch slabs each. Now I'll set that aside, and we'll get some juicing cloths out of the freezer, and then we'll go to the next step. Now here I have 2 cloths that I just took out of the freezer, and my first step is to crack the ice on the edge of the table just to loosen and make them easier to separate. And I have 2 separate cloths for each kind of fruit in the freezer. So let's pull these apart and unfold them in the folding tray. Now the first step is to use a bamboo liner, and you use a bamboo liner with every kind of fruit, any kind of fruit. And what the bamboo liner does is it prevents the pulp from sticking to the cloth. So we'll fold the bamboo liner in thirds, then fold the cloth over the bamboo liner like so. Set it aside, and we're going to press 2 cloths at one time. So another bamboo liner, take another slab of pineapple, fold the bamboo liner over the pineapple in thirds, and then the cloth over the bamboo, like so. And then we'll get the juice tray and the collection bowl. Now the juice tray always stretches on the side a little, so we'll put it in on an angle, make sure it's on the press plate properly, and 2 cloths full of pineapple pulp into the press. Now this is very important, centered left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, back it up. And as soon as we get juice flow, we'll advance that all the way. Now notice that I'm using a large collection bowl so that it doesn't overshoot. If you had a smaller collection bowl, it would overshoot and hit your countertop. I also want to point out that I'm using the Whole Health Foundation model with a solid bottom plate, in addition to a lifetime warranty return spring and a better pulley system. Now with the bottom plate solid, you can leave this up as long as you want, and I leave it up until I get droplets. I'm going to take these 2 cloths full of pulp, and with these bamboo liners you do not discard them yet. You open them up like so, put in another slab on top of the old slab, fold it over again. Now these might be too thick to put 2 in at a time. We'll see, and if they are too thick, we'll put them in 1 at a time. So in thirds like so. I'm going to crush it a little bit and hope that that helps. Again, open it up, put another slab in, fold the bamboo over the pineapple in thirds, and a nice tight package. Yeah, I suspect this is going to be too thick for 2. Yeah, it looks like it to me. Yes, well, we'll put 1 in. until it's flat enough to put another on top. Check that it's on the press plate properly all the way back. Back it off a little bit. Now it's flattened enough, but instead of pushing it forward, I'm going to back it off and put another one on top. And then advance it all the way, back it off a little bit. And again, because I have a solid plate on a whole health foundation model, I can leave this up as long as I want. And that enables you to get 10% more juice, by the way. Now this is a point where most people would throw away this pulp. I'm going to show you how to get another 10%. What I'm going to do is form this into as tight a ball as possible. And then press it again, but first with a special folding technique. I'm going to fold this under 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times if I can, as tight as possible. That's to minimize slippage. And we'll do that in both directions. Let that set it aside. Do the same thing with this one. Now I think we can get 2 of these into press at once. We'll find out. Let's see. Yep, just able to do it. Now, very important. Centered left to right. Centered front to back. Adjust if need be, all the way back, back it off. Now I'm going to use the measuring beaker to see how much more juice we get. Now here we have almost 48 ounces. I'd say about 46 ounces. Turn it on all the way back, back it off a little bit. As soon as I get traction, we'll advance it all the way. Well, so this video's not too long. Let's stop it here. 4 extra ounces. That's approximately 10%. So let's pour it in here and then we'll put it into bottles. Now the next step is to scrub any pulp that you might see on the cloth in case the bamboo liner bursts at the corners. And very, very important, clean the side of the tray and the upper plate of the juicer. So what I'm going to do next is take a wet paper towel, and with a wet paper towel I'm going to clean the upper plate. And you've always got some sticky pineapple up here, and you don't want to leave any food behind for houseflies. And also the side plate next to the motor, all the way around up top. Now before we put the juice into bottles, we're going to press the water out of these cloths, put them in a plastic bag, and into the freezer. Now we have droplets. We'll turn that off and put the cloths into a plastic bag, and into the freezer they will go. It looks like we got 3 bottles out of this 2 pineapple pressing, plus enough for a taste test. So let's do a taste test, but first I want to cap these off. Now my friends, pure pineapple juice. Oh, very sweet, very delicious. I think what I'm going to do is mix these again with 25% water and dilute a little bit. But my wife likes pure pineapple juice. I better give her a couple of bottles. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen. If you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. See you in the next video.